All right, so we're talking 2-3 solve multiplication division equations. And we're going to first start off talking about multiplication equations. And I'll ask you a question after this little intro. Friday we talked about addition and subtraction equations, right? If you have an addition equation, which property should you use to solve? The subtraction property of equality. Yeah, the subtraction property of equality. If you have a subtraction equation, use the addition property of equality. So what do you think you should use for a multiplication equation?
Division property.
Yeah, use the division property of equality. Property of equality? I thought you just do division. Well, yes, but you have to deal with it property with equalities because we're talking about equations. So what do I mean by equality or equations? Okay. Friday we talked about that balance beam that's balanced. So it has to be balanced. If I take away something from this side, this is what I get. But what if I take away the same thing from this side? I get my balanced equation. Same thing with adding. But is it true for multiplication? Well, let's see. I have a balanced equation. If I multiply this by 10, guess what happens? What happens if I multiply the other side by 10? It comes back to being balanced. So we're trying to work with balanced equations. And so that's why we have to use not just division, but the division property of equality. You have to divide both sides by the same quantity. So does anyone know how to put that in letters and symbols? Let me give you a hint. If A equals B, then how would I write it with this division property of equality? John?
Like
just take a guess here.
A times
Close.
A divided by C
Mm-hmm.
equals A divided by B.
B divided by C.
Okay.
So you see, on this equation, if A equals B, then if you divide both sides by C, you still get a balanced equation, which is good, because that's what we're working with, balanced equations. So I'm going to ask you several times, what property are we using? In these problems, we're going to use the division property of equality. So you got to use that equality. All right, write that down. We'll start with a nice one, and we'll build up our difficulty level. Okay, first problem, 4x equals 24. What a nice, simple problem to work with. First of all, what kind of equation is this? What kind of equation is this? Michael? Multiplication. What property should I use to solve it?
The division property of equality.
Good. So what should I divide both sides by? 4. Okay, what happens on this, we are going to divide by 4, is if you're like, Mr. A, how do you know it's 4 and not, why shouldn't you divide both sides by 24? Well, if I divide it, so don't write this down, if I divide both sides by 24, am I using the division property of equality?
No.
Yes.
I am using it. But this is what the result is, right? Am I not dividing both sides by the same thing? Am I allowed to do that technically? Yeah. But what's going to happen? I'm going to get 1 equals 1/6 x. Did I get my x by itself?
No.
No, so that didn't help out.
You divide 1/6 ways.
Oh, almost made it. I thought I could, oh no, this is exactly where we're. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So what's 4 divided by 4? 4 divided by 4. 1. What's 1 times x? X. What property says that 1 times x equals x? Identity property. So did we use the identity property? Yeah, we did it. We didn't even think about it. 24 divided by 4? 6. All right, here's a trick question. True or false?
True.
Neither.
Both, neither. I heard both, neither, true, and false. So which one is it? Neither. This is what kind of sentence? Open. How do I know it's open?
Because that's variable.
It has a variable. Okay, so wait, I thought that's true. No. It's true only if I do this. That's true or false. What kind of sentence is that? It's not open, but it's closed. And then I can determine true or false. In this case, we say true. So, yeah, this is our solution. So I'm going to ask you that several times because that goes back to lesson 1. The original equation, then I'll get your question. The original 4x equals 24, true or false? Neither, because it's what type of sentence? Open. How do you know it's open? As a variable. Open or closed? Open. True or false? Neither. Open or closed? Closed. True or false? True. So you guys see the differences there? Okay. Question.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yes.
So whenever you have an equation and you're solving for x, it's always going to be, or like any variable really, it's always going to be an open sentence?
Yeah, basically, if you're solving, you always start off with an open sentence. Yep. Okay, here's one that we're going to get more of in our homework. Negative 8 5/10 equals 5y. All right, now I'm going to start calling on people for some questions here. Matt, what kind of equation is this? Okay, it's open. Nick, why is it open? Has a variable. Okay, what type of operation equation is this? So like which type of it? Alyssa? What operation is going on here? Yeah, so it's a multiplication equation. Betsy, what property has to be applied then? It's a multiplication equation.
The division property of equality.
Good. So what do I divide both sides by? Marissa? 5. Divide this side by 5. Divide this side by 5. That's the division property of equality, and we're good with that. All right, what's 5 divided by 5, Peter? 1. What's 1 times y, Jensen? All right, then you just work this one out. By the way, when you're dividing, first number goes in the box, second one outside. Positive or negative? Negative. Why negative? Because what?
Because it's not negative.
Okay, what's a negative divided by a positive? Negative. Okay. Rachel, true or false? Wait, we worked it out. It's true or false?
Neither.
Oh, man. Michael. That would have been false. Oh, that would have been false too. Okay, 5 times negative 1. All right, Michael, true or false?
Close.
Okay. Yes, it is close. It is close. True or false? All right, it's true. Yep. Okay, you guys get how to work that one out? Okay, let me give you one problem, but you know what? I'm done talking so much. I'm going to have one of you work this one out in just a moment. All of you work it out on your paper, and then someone will come up on the board to work it out. And it's a different type. So write this one down, please, everyone. Negative 5 3/8 equals 2q. 2q. Okay. So go ahead and work it out as best you can. But first you can ask yourselves, what kind of equation is it? Multiplication. So what do you do to solve a multiplication equation? Divide both sides. Good. We're playing charades here. So both sides by the same thing. Your two options are, I can divide both sides by negative 5 3/8 or by positive 2. It's only one of them, so you make that choice. Yeah, you can ask questions. I'll get it right here. No, I would do improper fraction. And then it's this divided by 2. So you do stay, change, flip. Okay.
Why did you flip 2 or 4?
If you want to make it Yeah, state, change, flip. 1/2. Okay, in order for us to move on, 5 of you have to get this answer correct. 5 of you. So if you're ready, just tell me, or just raise your hand and I'll come and check your answer for this one. And if you get it wrong the first time, you can't count as one of the 5. Again, sorry. And make it a mixed number. Oh, super close. It's okay. Super close. So I need my first. You did 2 divided by, it's actually, no, it's these two. It's 43 over 8 divided by 2. Quiet, guys, quiet. Don't share the answers. Close.
You got the first one right here. It's right.
Very close. Oh, my. Oh. 1.
Yay!
You got 1. Where is it? Sorry. Close. I got 1. 2. Yes, 2. 3. I need 2 more. Sorry. I'll make it a mixed number and then I'll check it. I need 2 more. Anybody? Yeah, sorry. So. 43 over 16 is something different than that. Oh, I think I know what happened. Is this it? It's 2 and 11/16. You write this as a whole, and that's a fraction. Okay, that's 4 and 1 more. One more. Rachel, no pressure, but you pretty much have to get this right. Oh, Rachel, 5. She got it right. Okay, out of those 5, I didn't check everyone, but out of those 5, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you were one of the 5. Okay, you need to actually just tell me how to do it, and then I'll do other ones on the board. Wyatt, so what did you do in this problem?
I guess, what's it called? Simplify the 5 and 3/8.
Did you make it this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you converted it to an improper fraction, so I have this right now. So what do I do? Keep going, you're going to do the whole thing.
I did negative 43 over 8 times 2 over 1. And then
Close.
No, and then I changed it.
Okay, so first you did this. You divided both sides by 2, which is negative 43 over 8 divided by 2. Do you guys see how this right here is this problem?
Yeah.
And then what do you do with this division problem? You do stay, change, flip. Okay, and then what do you get here? Negative 43 over 16. Some of you got the right numerical part. You just forgot that sign, which is very critical. Negative 2 and 11/16. Negative 2. How many of you got positive 2 and 11/16? Okay? How do you know if it was really supposed to be positive or negative? What's a negative divided by a positive? Negative. And you can also check it to see if it works out in the original, so that would work out. Okay. Do you guys, even if you didn't get it, do you kind of get what happened here? First, you could convert it to improper, and then it's division. That can be written as this problem. State, change, flip. Gives me this. Work it out. Gives me that. Or forever hold your peace. 5 out of, I think there's 17 of you in this class. That's not too bad. Like a third of you. All right, let's do another one. B over 11 equals 3. What type of equation is this? It's not a multiplication equation, it's a division equation. So what property are you going to use on this problem? Multiplication. What do you multiply both sides by? 11. So you multiply both sides by 11. The 11 divided by 11 is equal to 1. And 1 times b is b, which is which property being applied? I did. Oh, man, this is good. All right, 3 times 11? True or false? Oh. True or false? Yes. All right. 5 of you had to get it that last time. 10 of you need to get it this next problem. So, and again, you get one chance, so please don't just go too quickly here.
If we only have one guess, what happens if only like 9 people get it?
Ooh, that didn't happen in the last class. I don't know. Got to make something up. No, we just don't move on.
So we just see if there's.
No, we will do this problem for a while. Okay.
So what? Guys, when you get
Over.
your answer, plug it in back to the box and make sure it's right.
You're telling them to check, John? That's
The
ridiculous.
answer's life.
No, that's not cool. Okay, page 49. On the bottom it says try these. I want you to do number 3. Looks familiar. Because it is familiar. Yeah, 2b equals -7 3/4. We did a very similar problem the last time, so if you showed your work or you got it right, that'll help you out. I'm missing a little bit of homework here. This is like maybe 2/3 of you. Okay. One.
Sorry, if we turn it in the second class, does it count?
It does count. Yeah, it's like, but it's better than turning it in tomorrow or forgetting.
Is it the same late thing? Is it like 10 off for late?
Yeah, I think every class 10% off each day until the 3rd day. We'll round to the nearest 0. Okay, go ahead and work that out, and no communicating with each other, right or wrong. I just want to see if you could do it on your own. Yes. Yes, your answer should turn into a mixed number at the very end, if necessary. Yeah, and raise your hand. I'll check it, and that'll be our official check. 1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, I need 8 more. Oh, very close. Just look at your work, see how it would be better. Sorry, where's your answer?
Yay.
So check it, like work it through and see what happened. I don't know where I'm at. 3?
Oh, I'm gonna be 5.
Where's he? 4? 5?
Yeah.
Change it to a mixed number. Oh. Yeah.
Disgrace to all math.
Okay, that's right. Divided, and then you should do. Yeah. 31. I think I know what happened, but 31 over 4 divided by 2. You write that problem. 31 over 4 divided by 2. Then state change. Okay, I don't know where I'm at. 5. 5 more. Halfway there. I forgot the answer. Very close, Nick. 6. Or 7.
Yes. I did it.
8.
Yes. Look at me do it.
9.
Peter, you got it.
One more.
Come on.
10. Okay. Now raise your hand. 10. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count wrong? I need one more then. Need one more.
Oh, Mr. Ray.
No one wants to admit it. I don't know. If you didn't guess, yeah, and you can
You guys just have to raise your hand.
I don't know. That's okay. You just need one more.
Wait, Michael,
Wait.
Sarah, did you give it? You said 2 more.
All right, 10. We'll go with 10 here. All right, we got it. We're done. Raise your hand, 10.
Peter, do the math problem, dude.
Okay. Shh, that's okay. Emma Grace, you're going to explain what you did. Go ahead.
I divided both sides.
All right, she divides quiet or we can't move on anyway. So divide by 2, okay?
And 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 is B.
All right, B equals.
And then I turned the 7 and 3/4 into an improper fraction.
So negative 31 over 4.
And then I did stay, change, flip.
Okay, so it was like this, right? And then you did stay, change, flip. Okay?
And I got
Negative 31 over 8, which becomes negative 3 and 7/8.
Oh my gosh, I'm so close.
So you could put it back right here, and you would do another problem. 2 times negative 3 and 7/8 would equal that. So you do like 2 over 1 times negative 24, 31 over 8. You just work it out again. You get 31/4 negative. That converts back to
I
that.
feel like wrong. When I tried to check it, I did negative 3 times 8 and just got 24. I forgot to
The
add
7.
So that's why I was like,
Yeah, that's okay. And those are a little harder to check, but yeah, you still can. Okay. Let me give you this problem here. And we'll do it together because we'll do a similar problem. 3/7 times z equals 36. All right. So here, what type of equation is this, Nick? So what operation is going on? Multiplication. What property should I use for a multiplication equation? Peter? Wyatt? Division property equality. Very nice, very nice. All right, so what do I divide both sides by? 3/7. And you can actually write it like this. It's a complex fraction right here. So what's 3/7 over 3/7?
Z.
Okay, good. It's 1, and 1 times z is z. So basically, any number over itself is always going to give me 1, which is good because then I get z. All right, what kind of division problem is this?
Hard one.
It's 36 divided by 3/7, which now you can do. Okay, sorry. I'm not sure if I hear you right, Davis, but maybe I will in just a moment. Okay, so it's really 36 over 1 times, and I'll make that clear. And can you do anything to make this problem easier, Sarah?
You change the 3 to 1, and then 36 to 12.
Oh, okay. What's 12 times 7?
84.
So I get 84 equals z. All right, 84 equals z, right? That's good? Okay, let's see if this works out this time. Nope. Okay. I'm going to backtrack all the way.
Whoa, that's actually awesome.
Okay, got it. Oh,
You should write a letter.
sorry. Okay, same problem. What type of equation was it, Nick, again? Multiplication. You got it. So what property do you use for a multiplication equation?
Division property of equality.
You know what? For a multiplication equation, I want to use the multiplication property of equality. I want to multiply both sides by the same thing. First of all, am I allowed to? Give me that answer. Am I allowed to multiply both sides by the same thing? Always, always. I'm always allowed to do that, even though it might not work. I'm allowed to do it. Okay, ready? Ready, guys? Because this is a special number. I'm going to multiply both sides by 7/3. Am I allowed to multiply both sides by 7/3? Like, is that allowed to keep it balanced? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing to both sides, but why 7/3? But what happens with 7/3 times 3/7? Does anyone know what property that is showing? 3/7 times 7/3 is 1.
The inverse property of multiplication.
Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. What's 1 times z? Z. Oh, I get that. Wait, didn't we work this already?
Well, you're allowed to do that, but you're just not allowed to do times 3/7.
Well, okay, you could, but it doesn't do anything for you. You'll get 9/49 on this side, and then times 3/7, you'll get, that over 7. It doesn't help you out, but you can do that. Okay, ready, guys? Here is not a mind bender, but hopefully like a enlightening moment. Ready, guys? One of you in this class on Friday said, Mr. A, you know how we talked about addition equations, subtraction equations? Mr. A, can't all of them just be called addition equations? And the answer to that is yes. Do you remember how you could change subtraction to multiplication, or subtraction to addition? Do you guys remember that? Subtraction can be made into addition. Can you make division into multiplication? So we're going to see this play out in just a moment more. Really, I'm going to make things easier for you. Okay, how many of you get this process? I multiply by the reciprocal of the fraction that's being multiplied by z, and here's what I want you to get. When should you multiply both sides by a reciprocal? When you're dealing with what type of number? Fraction. That's usually, if this were a whole number or an integer, you just divide both sides by whatever it is. But let's see if you guys were paying attention. 13 of you need to get this next problem.
He's going to do 7.
He's not going to the whole class.
Wait, what if we don't get the under 10?
Some of you are like, oh, I'm so glad my classmates are helping me out.
Did they not even get 10, you said?
No, sorry, they got it at 5, 10, and then I had them do 15 of them because they have more in their class. But go ahead, 13 of you. Yep, they got it. But then they had another step they had to go over, and I'll reveal what happened on that one. All right, so 13 of you need to work this problem out and get the correct answer for us to move on. And yes, if you don't get that many, we just stay here and do nothing. No, we just work. Yes, they did. They got it. Buzzer beater. Okay, so raise your hand and Mr. A, I'm really not sure of my answer. Check it. Mr. A, I'm really sure of it. I'm pretty sure I got it. Check it. Because then you can know.
Really sure I got it. Because I checked.
All right, here I go. I'm coming around.
Only number 1, Mr. A.
Wait.
1.
Not counting number 4.
Just raise your hand. 2. Cover your answers because it's like we don't want to show off. 3. I was at 3, 4. Did I? Oh.
No, you didn't.
Okay. 5.
What?
You're 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Where's your answer? I think stay, change, flip. So you do 10 times 5 halves. 10 times 5 halves.
Okay.
What number were you, Sarah? Or John, what number were you?
I was 9.
10.
I was 8.
Yeah. I was 5.
3 more. 3 lucky. Sorry, where's your answer? Oh, 11.
Yeah. Well, I'm
12. Oh, I need one more. Just one more.
One more something.
Wait. Who hasn't done it? Come on, Peter.
13. Good job, guys. Okay, even if you didn't get it or you got it wrong, there are 2 ways to work this problem out. Somebody used the multiplication property of equality. Multiplication property of equality. You're like, wait, what's that? Well, if you don't know, don't raise your hand. Michael, go.
5 over 2 times 2 over 5.
So you multiply both sides by 5 over 2. Cancel, 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 cancel. Z equals, what'd you do here? You got?
I got 50 over 2.
Okay. Yeah, you could do 10 times 5 is 50 over 2, which is 25. Yeah, you'll still get 25 either way. Okay. How many of you did, let's see if this works.
No,
You got it.
You didn't get 0. Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay, he's going.
Oh, it didn't work. All right, so. What was it? Thank you, thank you. All right, how many of you did use the division property of equality? Betsy?
I did both sides divided by 2/5.
2/5 on both sides.
2/5 canceling out to Z equals, and then I did 10 over 1 times 5 over 2, so I got 50 over 2.
Which gives you that. There you go. Yes, sir, White?
On our homework, will you want us to, like, say for us to use, like, the division property one time and then, like, the multiplication?
No, you just solve. Yeah, you solve. So you do division or multiplication. As long as you do it correctly, you should be fine. Yep. I'm giving you tools, options. Okay. This is the last type of problem we'll look at this morning, and I hope you guys can get it. Let's look at this equation. 2a over 3 equals 4/9. Okay. Somebody raise your hand and tell me if it's a multiplication or division equation. So you got to give me which one. Okay, why? Multiplication. I kind of see division there. Do you? Like, do you see the division?
I do, but it's a number times the variable, not a number divided.
Okay, all right. I kind of see. I would need to ask you more questions to further get that, but yep.
So you know how when we were doing it last year, like we would write out the steps. So what's happening to A? Like first it's being multiplied, then divided. So couldn't we switch that around and do like division first?
So what kind of equation is it then? Multiplication or division? But good, you're right. You could do that. It's a fraction. So is it multiplication or division? It's both. Okay, I heard both. Yeah, good. Close. Not close. Open. Yeah. That's okay. All right, here's what I want you to get. Here's my thought bubble. 2a over 3 equals 2/3 A.
Question mark?
You just moved the variable.
So you gave me pieces of what it is. It's a multiplication equation. The reason is because this right here can be rewritten as 2/3 A. You're like, Mr. A, I don't totally believe that. But John, you said, wouldn't you have to, if we were doing it back from last year, we would multiply both sides by 3, then divide by 2?
Yeah.
So we'd multiply by 3 halves. 3 halves. Isn't that what you're doing here?
Mm-hmm.
So make it look that way. Guys, you need to know this right here. You need to know this. Even if you don't fully believe, Mr. A, that can't be. Well, it is. So we're going to go ahead and keep it like this. So how can I rewrite this equation? 2/3 A equals 4/9. Okay, who can help me work this out real quick? Sarah?
Okay, so what I did was I multiplied by 3 over 2.
Good. 3 over 2.
And then on the left side you can cross out all of them. And then on the other side you can simplify.
Oh.
3 to 1 and 9 to 3.
Uh-huh.
And 2 to 1.
Oh.
And 2.
Thank you. Yes, I like canceling because it makes things easier. What's my final answer? 2/3. Yep. Wait, Mr. A. That's not going to fit up there. Well, let's see. Does it fit in this equation, the one I made up? Is this true or false?
It's true.
Right? 2/3 times 2/3 is 4/9. That's true. Yeah, because it's close, you can say it's true. But Mr. A, this doesn't work. This is not even close. That can't possibly be it. Can we look at it real quick just to show you that it is true? What's 2 times 2/3? 4/3 divided by 3, right? 4/3 times 1/3 gets me 4/9. You go away, which is right there. Okay, does it work? Yes. Did we make something up? No. Were you paying attention?
Yes.
Maybe.
17 out of 17 need to get this next problem right. No pressure.
Make it easy.
Oh, of course.
Wait.
Actually, 16 is
So I think there's 18 in the class normally, and then so 17.
Yeah, that's something that. Oh. He already had it in his head done.
Sorry, number 4 on page 49, where it says try these. And no communicating with anybody. You're solving for n, and this is the equation, 16/25. All right, go ahead and work that out. Mr. A, I don't know if this is right or wrong. Then you need to check it. Don't question your answer. You need to check it. Is that a question? Okay. Sorry, I need to tie my shoe. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. How you got from this to this? Okay, you see the 2a over 3? I can rewrite it as 2/3 a. So how do you think I can do that? So don't worry about that just yet. Rewrite it. So -4/5 n equals. Okay. So how would I get n by itself? What should I multiply both sides by? What's the reciprocal of that? Yeah, but negative 5 points. Yeah. And then work it out, see what happens. Oh, we have some. Sorry. That sounds like something's going on. All right. Okay. 1. Sorry, is that your answer, Betsy? I can't see it. Do you mind moving it?
Wait, I didn't show you yet.
I don't show you. I got a ball.
Sorry, this one?
Yeah.
What is? Okay, 2.
Yes.
I didn't show you yet. You just walked over here.
Okay.
What? Mr. Ray, no.
3. 4. Don't show it off. Oh wait, where's your answer? 5. I think I'm at 5. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Ooh. We're a little past halfway, so we're at 9. I can't forget. 10. 11. 12. I'll give you a second chance if you didn't get it. 12. 13. Oh, 4 more.
Come on, JB.
Just reduce it. Reduce it.
Oh, you're just gonna get it right.
What am I at? 13?
Yes.
No, JB got it right.
Oh, you just didn't reduce it.
Ooh, checker sign.
No, I didn't. I was reducing it while he was over here looking at
Check your side.
Negative? Good. 14. 3 more. 3 more. Come on. Shh. Let them think if they're working on it. No, there has to be 3 more people left. I got it. Oh, 15. No, that's 15. I got 2 more waiting. It's hard to think when people are talking or standing right next to you, breathing on you. Oh, sorry. What's your answer? Is it -4/5?
No, negative.
Okay, that's good. I didn't see that little negative sign, but yeah, it could be here. That negative sign could be here, or in front. That's fine. Okay, 16.
You got it, bro. Take your time.
No pressure.
Mr. Ray, has he used his first try?
No.
Okay, so you have 2 tries.
All right. Shh. Yeah, stay quiet, guys. No. All right.
You should get it.
Yeah, get them. Okay. Oh, Murphy. All right, tell me what to do, Murphy. Now, if she gets this right, everyone's covered for.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
But she already knows the answer.
Yeah, so she just has to work it out.
Oh, that's. Okay.
Tell me, what do I do?
Okay.
And I'll wait till you guys are quiet for us to start. Thank you.
So you would do -4/5 and
Okay, so you change it.
and then you do times -5.
Yeah, make sure you guys multiply. Good. Multiply both sides by -5/4, and it's negative. And why is it negative? This is why. What's a negative times a negative? So what do I end up here with? +1, right? Equals +1 times n is n. If I didn't have a negative, it would have been -n, which means you got to switch signs around. And then what'd you get when you multiply these two? All right, you made it. You can go to your next class.
One problem is another problem. I just looked.
Are you serious?
Jake, you look good one.
Goodbye, Swivel.